body count. So just flexed all day, stressing out all day with your brain stems about to explode because the god helmet being compound, whatever you're not saying, it makes you extremely lethargic and you feel like you have radon poisoning, like you can't hold your body up. It's the worst feeling ever. Up here, you guys can use my dextroamphetamine situation because I have ADHD, and they do it in a hookah bong, but don't make a habit of it because then everybody else wants to do it just to get high. This is still a law situation in here. It's not supposed to be fun right now. It's supposed to be for business. It's in the Japan computer over there, the same place where the fizzies are. Even Godfather Time or Grandfather Time had to use it before when he got down here. Sometimes it's a mental thing. Oops. Shoot. They might have changed it. I'm feeling good today. There's way too many people in my body giving me radon poisoning or whatever it's called. Very weak feeling. So they over here shaky, and I'm not sure if it's because the FBI is in us with the electricity or not. My back is killing me for being so flexed up earlier when that guy was scared. I can't do this because I don't know what the passcode thing is or whatever you guys are saying. It's just there's something. I can do something for you when I'm done if you need it or something if you want. Yeah. Yeah. What just happened? I don't know. focused on your screen. Submit. There we go. Again, can't do it. There's never going to be a time where there's not too many people paying attention, dude. Everybody looks through my eyes. There's always going to be people on my line. I look to the left, I look to the right. I have FBI on one side, I have somebody else on the other side. On every single level, it's like that. All right, there's multiple Ojins. There's all kinds of stuff. It's never going to change. It has to. She's not the one smoking. This is her money. My name is Tiffany, and I am not smoking right now. Okay, other people are smoking. I'm not in there with you, I'm on the ground, right? I'm the only one on the ground that is supposed to smoke every once in a while for cancer research, lethargy programs, for losing my life force. I'm bleeding out of my pee hole. My kidneys and my liver are failing me electronically. My brain is probably hemorrhaging, and you guys are stealing my life force every second that we're backward scanned in and connected like this. Is this a fucking setup or what, man? Is this a setup or what? You know how many FBI people had to do it on the machine up there with the dextroamphetamines? Just because you guys get to get away with it in here with dextroamphetamines or what is it called? Hookabong. literally sitting here like I'm not doing drugs, alright? I'm not in there at all. I'm on the ground. You guys just use my brain stems and use players in here that are on my line to work for you through me. And that's how it's always been. I'm not actually in here at all. I'm on the ground. It's like you want me to go in the bathroom and put my medicine cabinet away and anchor myself to the ground and put my whatever on and do my thing and do all this legally when I've never been in trouble and I'm not in there and I'm dying so that you guys can be in here living these fake lives that don't make sense to me at all because I'm not in there judging me or judging them or whatever. It's just not right at all. You use every excuse you can to not help me on the ground. I just sat here, whatever, clean and sober for how long now? Weeks? I take a couple drinks of alcohol and somebody gets drunk and now I can't work for you or something, or she can't work for you. Were we just showing somebody earlier today how it worked? Yeah. It's just what they're judging. Nothing. It's just, this is, on this side, it's a law thing. You're not supposed to be doing drugs in here or wherever, but what they're not understanding up there in the judgment zone is that I've been working all day, just like I always am. I'm still working right now. I don't not sleep. I sleep. It's just that you guys wake me up every 2 hours or whatever for shift change. I have been sitting here doing videos after videos after videos at your request. I'm not just staying up all night being a tweaker or whatever you're saying. They're the ones in here looking like a tweaker right now or something. I don't know, man. Hello, Daryl, wherever you are. I guess we disconnected somehow. No, I was gonna put makeup on, but they wouldn't let me. It's just one person after the next. Video isn't working. Should I just turn it on? Well, I don't know what you're saying up here, but my name's Tiffany down here on the ground. And I'm still space invaded. I still have no reassurance that you guys aren't just the bee. I still do have a closed CPS file, or whatever you want to call it, with anger on it. I've reported all of you to every agency possible, and I've asked for people to be my partner on the ground to help me kick off the Savior program so I can get off whatever this is that I'm on that just made trillions and trillions of dollars fixing itself up here with the right people connected. But it doesn't stop Tiffany from worrying that her social and everything else is going to go bad or whatever because of what they did illegally. We have all the proof in the world up here and everywhere else that she didn't do any of this, that she was never in there, and that we've been able to look through her eyes and find out exactly where she is if we knew where to look for her. Only certain people have known where to look for her, whatever, at any given point, and all she ever does is sit right here on her bed, letting us do what we do through her eyes, or through her brainstems, or whatever. We do arm dances and we do videos and stuff. She just recently started recording herself almost every day, just to show how many people come in and out of her body, sort of, and also to help us get a good idea of who she is and isn't. My room is not a good idea to judge because I'm dying and I have no energy, let alone any availability to clean it. When you're constantly in my head and it's something different, something different, something different. I'm exhausted all the time. I don't sleep well at all because you guys are in my dream books. And you wake me up every hour or every 2 hours on accident somehow. And usually I wake up in a bad mood or a bad dream or they're saying some kind of crap and I never know where I'm going to wake up or who's going to be in my body or who's hiding and who's not. And I cannot see you. I never have. It's just traumatizing, but it's tight for you guys in the future. If you guys really are my partner and want me to work for you, I don't do drugs at all. The main reason why I feel like this right now is because I'm stuck here with no job and no car, no availability to do anything. I have no money or nothing. And as long as I'm sitting here, I'm a target for everything else that they're not saying, like picking up the needle and putting it somewhere different. Or stealing more inventions and more ideas, or what's it called? Not just being a target, but being catfished, yeah. Potentially by the enemy, who knows? Because I don't know if you guys can see other people in different games that aren't connected on my line at all. Or there are other people, like, I can see the ones that fall in my room or whatever a little bit, but it's crazy. You never seen a movie before? Not like that. Have you guys ever seen Metal World? Where the computers go to die? It's pretty trippy. But what about Chupacabra World where they don't like kids? And they're depressed? They look like Alf, you know? Two worlds that you might want to look into for a second. It's pretty trippy. I don't want any more life forces in here. Those were weird. The metal one is a trip and a half, dude. I've never seen that in my life. It's crazy. It's life force in a different universe. Did you see the angel one today? Well, I brought some angels in here and they're on the front side of the Moving Online London thing. The entities or whatever. We kind of gave them bodies. They used to fly around like I don't even know. It's hard to explain. Little stars or something, kinda. And they got to be angels for a little while. It was cool. The flowers did, kind of. But it took up a lot of the bandwidth. I'm a good person. A poem to live life by Tiffany Browning. Live for today and never tomorrow. Give unto the others should you ask them to borrow. Pull sun from inside with all of your might, and shine unto others with a glorious light. For there is nothing like sharing the gift of love that was sent from the one in the heavens above. Give to those who would love and never forsake you. Only then will you see where honor can take you. Real friendship, happiness, and love will never come to be until truth, respect, and honor are the keys to set you free. Once this is done, you will start to comprehend that what you do comes back to you until the very end. So throw away your anger and break down your wall of pride, and give the world the greatest gift which you have kept inside. Heal a broken heart and put a smile on someone's face, for the feeling that someone truly cares can never be erased. And that one was syndicated 2 years ago, but they took it out because it was copywritten by Tiffany, but it's not anymore, so they can put it back in. Same with Alcoholics Lost Cause, but it was really words from my reflection talking about lately, every time I look in the mirror, I'm the ugliest person I've ever been because I was super depressed. I was feeling like a loser. I couldn't stop my son from running away, and I had to start all over again. And now I'm back here again, but this time with nothing and no one all over, with all this crazy stuff going over my head. It seems like it's gonna be great, but who knows? Because you guys are still just a bee. It set me up for NR cases with S&8 and kills and robberies in progress. And illegal charges moving and changing of social security numbers and all kinds of stuff. So you guys are the ones that gave me the magic. I simply forgot to tell them that you gave them to me for you, whoever you are, dude. There was a UE member on this side. So one of the guys that gave me the ISIM codes was a UE member. He was not in trouble. He was a UE member, and he's the one that came down and said the CIA or whatever, yeah. It's just that on the other side, it went somewhere different, like Porn County or something. They were using it to go up there and embezzle money or go to Sparkly Down. Well, anyways, they changed it to not be like that. So now those ISIM codes were never given to you by the evil guys. They were just given to you by the good ones, okay? Tiffany? We weren't talking to you. We were talking to this one. You were given ISIM codes by the wrong one. The evil guys were using it for porn and going up to Sparkly Town illegally, which allowed you to push them up to a certain level where they could see financial information that they're not supposed to see, and I didn't know that you knew that already. What about them? Financial, no, whatever she's looking at. What you are to me. You are my precious angel, my gift from above. You are sweeter than bee's honey and purer than a dove. Your tiny fingers on my face, your baby toes upon my feet. You are my gift from God, you make me feel complete. You are my reason for living, you are my pride and joy. I couldn't have received a more perfect baby boy. Your baby blue eyes meet mine, and I just want to melt. This is the only way to reveal the feelings that I felt. You have brought me so many smiles. There is nothing to compare to all the happiness, appreciation, and love that Mommy and you share. You mean the world to me, therefore these feelings will never stray. For my love for you grows stronger with every passing day. No matter what happens in life, you are my number one. You are my strength, my love, my smiles. You are my God-sent son. You fill my heart with laughter as your giggles flow through my ears. You make your mommy so happy that sometimes I'm brought to tears. It matters not what car we drive or what brand of clothes we wear, but the everlasting bond which Mommy and you share. You have changed me for the better, and now my eyes can see that in this world what matters is the love shared between you and me. I am so blessed to have you in my life. Sometimes I think I don't deserve you, for you are the one who heals my soul and makes me feel brand new. Again, you are my reason for living. You are my pride and joy, and I could not have received a more perfect baby boy. Mommy loves you. My angel, Elijah Luis Jimenez, a.k.a. 11. And that's from 2002. I made one about Soraya too, but it was in my house, and I left that whole life behind, and I never got to go back to get my pictures or nothing. After I saw the bucket of bullets, I was too scared. I was like, screw it. I don't want to get beat up or something. I'll read that one more time, sure. This is what you are to me. You are my precious angel, my gift from above. You are sweeter than bee's honey and purer than a dove. Your tiny fingers on my face, your baby toes upon my feet. You are my gift from God. You make me feel complete. You are my reason for living. You are my pride and joy. I could not have received a more perfect baby boy. Your baby blue eyes meet mine, and I just want to melt. This is the only way to reveal these feelings that I felt. You have brought me so many smiles. There is nothing to compare to the happiness, appreciation, and love that Mommy and you share. You mean the world to me, therefore this feeling will never stray. For my love for you grows stronger with every passing day. No matter what happens in life, you are my number one son. You are my strength, my love, my smiles. You are my God-sent son. You fill my heart with laughter as your giggles flow through my ears. You make your mommy so happy that sometimes I'm brought to tears. It matters not what car we drive or what brand of clothes we wear, but the everlasting bond which Mommy and you share. You have changed me for the better, and now my eyes can see that in this world what matters is the love shared between you and me. I am so blessed to have you in my life. Sometimes I think I don't deserve you, for you are the one who heals my soul and you make me feel brand new. Again, you're my reason for living. You are my pride and joy, and I couldn't have received a more perfect baby boy. About 11, my son is now 22 years old, and I wrote a poem to live life by when I was pregnant with him. And 9/11 happened right before he was born, and I was like, I cannot have a kid in this kind of world. How scary. And now it's the mark of the beast time, and Mommy has it, and I'm trying to be the savior, and these motherfuckers won't let me be. I can't even go around my son or my daughter because I don't have a car. That's it. When I do go around them, I get worried they're going to get brought in here. I'm worried that my son will get brought in here and go into criminal mafia and start doing drugs over there, or be set up, or them use his body illegally, or maybe they see his face and remember that they went to court against him and said some shit that they didn't fucking mean to say. Because they weren't talking about him, they were talking about some 53-year-old man wearing his body with the same nickname. A-E-I-O-U. That's the white. CIA. Secret 7 Services. Blue Life Force. Criminal Mafia. FBI knows. Oregon, Arizona. Empress Umbrella. And Lion's Tail. Held up by loyalist royalty in the sky. Protecting us with blessings and forgiveness. And helping us do whatever we did that we didn't do, whatever. I also gave London my 9 shares when there was only 21 to redeposit into the situation up here, and to remember that the person who gave it to me had bad something on him and felt bad for killing me in the game to cover it up. And then his dad came down and stuck up for me losing my life force and said that he was sorry or whatever, and that they shouldn't have killed me in the game when I wasn't even in here to get killed, let alone made fun of, and that he did not know I was a mom, let alone that I was a good person and had never been in trouble, or that I was AK's best friend that let him get away with being such a player in the past, and he treated me like shit. And then I called him Dad after that, or my street dad or whatever. I don't know who he is, but it meant the world to me that somebody cared for a minute. And there hasn't been a whole lot of people that have said anything endearing to me whatsoever. And then we cried. Something. And then that guy coming over here, I'm sorry to the knee. And then Big London that owned the games, all the games or whatever, telling me don't do drugs like 2 years ago. The 2 big voices in the sky saying everything will be fine once you go home. London up here saying just be strong, girl, don't let the evil take over, and everything will be fine. So I sit down here and I let him work and I pray in the secret place that the fruition missions are indeed good things and not evil, like axe murders and people who were falsely accused of hurting kids, like this dude over here, who came back with a vengeance and set up a whole lot of people on heroin at once in a knocky situation where my friends were set up too. And it's just crazy. I'm not sure if it was actually even my friends or not, but they always use my names, my friends' names, when they're in my body because that's what I know. So they said they set up Lana and Brandon and Rachel and my baby's dad, and basically they just said everybody that was on my Facebook or some shit. I don't remember them. So yeah, and they said that Brandon had enough money to pay for a lawyer and they didn't have to worry about it or whatever. And then I think Rachel was fine too because she was the only parent there or whatever and was able to prove it. I don't even know, man. Whether it really happened or not, it happened in my brain. And it's all stuff that I can't control and I can't see, and I don't know if it's real. But I hope it's not in there, and if it is, maybe you guys can note that account that it shouldn't be. Because I'm worried that it might have came out when they pea stained pillowcase, cry 10 minutes. And then in the middle of all this, I still can't see you guys. You don't even exist. I don't really know why I'm sitting here. I think they're just doing drugs or something. So I'm not going to help me do what they said they were going to do. Of course, it comes down to doing it for her, and they won't do it. Every day she sits here waiting for help or a phone call or something. This is her fucking money up here. It would not have been possible if she would have taken the blue pills to the thing, let alone anything else. Because it would have killed all of us. The bitch seizes and ruins an investigation. She threatens to blow somebody up with meth smoke or whatever it's called when she was putting vape pen smoke into a blue cup. Because the power of the mind can really do stuff like that. At least it used to be able to, and there was one person next to you that would sit in your body to fix your body really quick or whatever, instead of having to have 5 different people or 10 or 15 people in a line just to make one dream come true. Without everybody knowing or whatever, we're not saying. This girl has touched spider webs. She lit up all the globes with her eyes blinking. She saw Omniplex Theater, Las Vegas. She saw the angel eye come down spinning, turn into an angel, and then it turned into some kind of demonic, and then it turned into a 5D white widow and went up here and went over there like this big. Dusted in the game, I think, killed, which means she won. After he came over the edge and said, "You own it." And then they showed her the key and the hole, but she's not in here to take advantage of it. And then somebody else went up there, I guess, and told him that it wasn't time yet to wait for later to launch or whatever. We're not saying, because they were still doing something different, like investigating stuff or something. Or that they had set her up and it needed more time to fix it. Did you break it? I hope not, because it's brand new. I just bought it today. The last pennies I have. I've never hurt another human being on the planet. My son's 22 years old. He doesn't think nothing about his fucking mom, and neither does my daughter. And neither does anybody else, except that they love me and miss me and wish I had a fucking car so that I could get a job and be a valuable part of their life instead of somebody sitting here wasting away, peeing out of her fucking pee hole blood, getting more and more chemo on not just herself, but everybody else. Because the only way she's going to be able to prove anything on her behalf or whatever, get this started, is if she gets some money and goes to the FBI and talks to them in person. She already knows what to say. She's got key codes and everything. She just can't do it sitting here with nothing. And I swear to God, that's part of their thing because they're afraid they're going to get in trouble. Because they let her sit here and rot this long, and now they know she has brain cancer. And that her hair was falling out. Because she was too, under the FBI helmet, sitting in her apartment, feeling those bugs crawling all over her head, which was electricity. She almost died of a brain aneurysm, the life force being stolen from her head when she had to call 911. And Buck brought her home. I mean, all she's ever been doing is asking the V to help her or tell her that who they were or whatever, and they would never say who they were. It's just random people. And now she's not even asking us to say who we are. She's just asking for help still. Because she's helpless. And she has to believe what we tell her. And when I leave, it's going to be somebody else saying the same thing for Tiffany. But when they get to the next body, they're going to be saying it for that person like it's the same person because we don't know who Tiffany is. It's just that Tiffany's the one on the ground and the rest aren't. They're in here. And we don't talk out of other people's mouths on the ground at all, I don't think. It's because she saw the stars and she got indefinitely connected. And it's just one after the other keeping her life, basically. Not able to remember from one second to the next when they leave her body what's going on. See, I'm a different person. And that's what I just was. Have you ever seen anybody move a charge with an eyelash? I mean, I didn't know that's what they were doing, but I did see something under a microscope that looked crazy. But it doesn't say charge on it. It just looks like a cell being pointed at by a pokey needle from my eyes because I'm not in there. It's like alien language or something. Just like I saw them fixing the ring that had a hole in it and stamping in a new GJ ring for who I thought was a girl, but I guess it was a guy. Well, they had made a poopy brown chippy whatever the hell that wasn't on the other side. Stomping out 23, the scissors, the tongs, the handcuffs, the horseshoes, and something else, I can't remember what it was. And then seeing 27 X's on the wall, different games that were getting X'd out after she said, let's kill this game because it's killing people. Let's turn it into the Savior program. I can't keep sitting here doing nothing. With you benefiting and just doing whatever you're not doing. Making me feel like I'm crazy. I know for a fact I'm not crazy. The go over there saying thing says it right there. That was my baby girl, man. And they told me that something bad happened to her in Donut Hole, when that's not what it was at all. They were protecting Soraya's dream book while they were being perverted over here. But on the other side, it didn't look like that because Tiffany saw Soraya, so they thought it happened to her. Or whatever they were doing. Knowing that she was protected by the UE or whatever, something bad did happen to it out of her dream book or whatever, but it's just fucked up, man. It's like, you're not connected to me, you don't know all the way up there who the fuck Tiffany is and what she's going through, you don't ever think to check back later. I mean, London does every once in a while, but Thespian did. Except when I'm dancing or something or listening to music and we can all do something cool and it's like, oh yeah, I remember who Tiffany is. She's the one that charges it off to the scrolls. It says mediocrity was a bad thing, so she covered it up because it had a white bird on it that she had to pray for in church out loud. And the white bird isn't evil, it's something different. Nobody knows what's all going on. anybody else isn't here. Why I'm talking out loud for no reason. Or why she's talking out loud or he's talking out loud through my mouth. And these people have been stealing this money over and over and over again on a figure eight situation little by little. It's like 450,000 now on each timeline that they've taken on the Empress Division. What? Yeah. Why would they take it out of the Empress Division? That's supposed to be for the Yui and my daughter in the future. I know it has nothing to do with the deity program. Because the Empress is supposed to be a trust fund basically for my kid, or for me or something. I thought to give to my kid with stocks and bonds in it. I don't know. I'm not in there. Never mind. People are looking at you like, why are you talking about it? About what? Tiffany didn't do that. Tiffany's not in here. Alright, they're talking through her mouth, but they're saying other stuff. Okay, she's on a chain. Just came here from a totally different place. They're talking about it like they're just hard to it. Never mind.